Geobyte.
Hi friends, welcome to the GeoByte. In this video, let us discuss the solutions for the problems which were asked in different competitive exams for the subject called physics. Dear friends, the each and every problem in this video is equal important. Therefore, my request is you please watch till the last problem. Look at the very first problem. The very first problem is given like this. This problem asked in 2018 for RRB exam like this. Which of the following is not an example of potential energy? Options are given. Water stored in the dam. Option B, a compressed spring. Option C, running water. Option D, a raised hammer. Dear friends, remember a raised hammer is maintaining the potential energy. The running water is maintaining kinetic energy. Compressed spring is maintaining strain energy in the form of potential energy. The compressed spring or stretched spring is maintaining the energy called strain energy in the form of potential energy. Water stored in the dam is also maintaining potential energy. The problem is asked for not an example of potential energy. Look at the option C. Running water is maintaining kinetic energy. Therefore, option C is absolutely correct. I hope you got my point. Let us take another problem. Look at the second problem. It was asked in 2018 for RRB exam. The problem is given like this. Which one of the following has no units? You are asked to decide the quantity which has no units. Option A, pressure. Pressure unit is Newton per meter square or Pascal. Displacement. Option B, displacement. Displacement unit is either meter or centimeter. Option C, relative density. Dear friends, remember relative density equal to density of liquid divided by density of water. Since relative density is the ratio between the two densities of different materials, therefore it has no units. Density is free from relative density, not exactly density. Relative density is free from units. Density unit is kg per meter cube. Dear friends, remember the relative density is also called specific gravity. Relative density is also called specific gravity, generally denoted by S. Remember, specific gravity of water equal to 1 and specific gravity of the mercury Hg equal to 13.6. Anyhow, relative density is free from units. Therefore, option C is absolutely correct. I hope you got my point. Let us take another problem. Look at the problem given in 2018 for RRB exam, given like this. The energy possessed by a body due to its change in position or shape is called potential energy. Energy possessed by the body due to its elevation is called potential energy. Therefore, option D is absolutely correct. Let us take the fourth problem. Look at the fourth problem asked in 2018 for RRB exam like this. In hydroelectric power station, ultimately which energy is converted to electrical energy? If you take the hydroelectric power plant, it consists of a dam. This dam is constructed across the river to store large quantity of water. The water is stored in the dam. As long as the water is stored in the dam, that water is maintaining the energy called potential energy is also called hydraulic energy. Potential energy or hydraulic energy. We are connecting a pipe like this. This pipe is technically called as the penstock. At the end of this penstock, a nozzle is connected like this. By the time the water is flowing through the nozzle, the hydraulic energy is converted to kinetic energy. That means a high velocity jet is coming out from the nozzle. That high velocity jet is pushing the turbine blades. The turbine is arranged like this. The turbine rotor. Number of blades are placed around the circumference of the rotor like this. This water jet is hitting the turbine blade, therefore the turbine is going to rotate. Once the turbine is rotating, here kinetic energy of the water will be converted to mechanical energy. And this rotor is mounted on the shaft. That shaft is maintaining mechanical energy. That shaft is extended to generator. That shaft is extended to generator where the turbine shaft cuts the magnetic field in the alternator. Thereby we are getting the electrical energy. That is how electrical energy is produced by means of hydroelectric power plant. See, initially the water in the dam is maintaining the potential energy or hydraulic energy. That potential energy of the water will be converted to electrical energy. Therefore, option D is absolutely correct. The potential energy of the water will be converted to electrical energy. Let us take the next problem. I hope you clearly got my point. This problem is very important problem. That's why I am marking as a 5-star problem. Dear friends, 5-star problem means the most expected problem. Let us move to the next problem. Look at the fifth problem asked in 2013 for SSC exam, given like this. The distance between two crests in a wave is given by, it is like this. The wave may be like this. This is the wavy formation. This is called crest. And this is another crest. The distance between the two crests in a wave is called wavelength. This point is very important problem. The distance between the two crests of a wave is called wavelength. Therefore, option D is absolutely correct. I hope you got my point. Let us move to the next problem. Look at the sixth problem asked in 2018 for RRB exam like this. Kinetic energy is given by, dear friends, the general formula for kinetic energy is half mv square, where m equaled mass of the body, v equaled velocity of the body. Whereas potential energy formula is equal to mgh, where m equaled mass of the body, G equal to acceleration due to gravity, H equal to elevation. Anyhow, kinetic energy general formula is half mv square. Therefore, option A is absolutely correct. Let us move to the next problem. Look at the seventh problem. Asked like this. The momentum of a particle having mass m is p. Its kinetic energy will be. Dear friends, remember momentum is the product of mass and velocity. Product of mass and velocity is called momentum. Kinetic energy Ke equal to half mv square. It is given that momentum is denoted by p. It is equal to p. So this kinetic energy I can write like this, half into mv whole square divided by m. I hope you got my point. It is equal to half into mv equal to what? Mv equal to momentum denoted by p, that is given in the problem, p square divided by m. Therefore, the kinetic energy in terms of momentum is p square by 2m. So therefore the option D is absolutely correct. Look at the option D. Option D is absolutely correct. This problem is also equal important problem. That's why let me make as a 5-star problem. 5-star problem means the most expected problem for competitive exams. Let us move to the next problem. Look at the 8th problem asked in 2013 for CDS, given like this. Magnetic, electrostatic and gravitational forces come under the category of option A non-contact forces, option B non-frictional forces, option C frictional forces, option D contact forces. Dear friends, believe me, magnetic force, electrostatic force, gravitational force, these three are coming under non-contact forces. Therefore, option A is absolutely correct. This problem also very important problem, 5-star problem. These are all the very important problems which were already asked in different competitive exams. Let us move to the 9th problem. Look at the 9th problem asked in 2015 for SSC exam, given like this. When the velocity of the body is doubled, option A, its potential energy is doubled, option B, its acceleration is doubled, option C, its kinetic energy is doubled, option D, its momentum is doubled. Anyhow, the first option is not correct because potential energy no way connected to velocity, acceleration also no way connected to the velocity. Therefore, the option C or option D may be correct. It is given that velocity is doubled. Let us take the kinetic energy equal to half into mv square. If the velocity is doubled, half into m into 2v whole square, it is equal to half into 4 times the mv square. 2 square equal to 4. It is equal to 4 times the mv square by 2. mv square by 2 equal to kinetic energy. So kinetic energy is increased by 4 times. Therefore, option C also not correct. Look at the option D. Option D might be correct because momentum equal to product of mass and velocity. If the velocity is doubled, momentum is increased by 2 times. 2 into mv, product of mv is the momentum. Anyhow, if the velocity is increased by twice, 2 times, definitely momentum is increased by 2 times. Therefore, option D is absolutely correct. This problem also very important problem. That's why I am marking as a 5-star problem. Let us move to the next problem. Look at the 10th problem asked in 2015 for SSC exam, given like this. Which of the following works on the basis of conservation of linear momentum? Option A, rocket. Option B, helicopter. Option C, jet. Option D, aeroplane. Definitely the answer is rocket. Dear friends, remember, rocket is working on the pure reaction principle. Once again, rocket is working on the principle of pure reaction. Here, the rate of change of linear momentum is causing for driving the rocket or developing the propulsive force for the rocket. Therefore, option A is absolutely correct. Let us move to the next problem. Look at the 11th problem. Was asked in 2016 for NDA exam like this. The impulse on a particle due to a force acting on it during a given time interval is equal to change on its momentum. The rate of change of momentum is equal to force or impulse force. Therefore, option B is absolutely correct. I hope you got my point. Let us move to the next problem. Look at the 12th problem asked in 2017 for SSC exam like this. When a ball is thrown vertically upwards, which of the following quantities remain constant during its motion? Option A, energy. Option B, displacement. Option C, velocity. Option D, acceleration. Dear friends, remember, since energy is the conservable quantity, it cannot be created or it cannot be destroyed. Just one form of energy can be converted to other kind of energy. By the time the ball is vertically throwing, the kinetic energy of the ball may be converted to potential energy or vice versa. Therefore, energy is coming under a constant quantity by the time the ball is vertically traveling. Once again, since energy is coming under conservable quantity, means it cannot be created or cannot be destroyed. Just one kind of energy can be converted to other kind of energy. As long as a ball is vertically throwing or vertically moving, definitely its total energy remains constant. Of course, kinetic energy may be converted to potential energy, but total energy of the ball always remaining constant. Therefore, option A is absolutely correct. This problem also equally important problem. That's why I am marking as a 5-star problem. Let us move to the next problem. Look at the 13th problem was asked in 2019 for SSC exam like this. Who was the first to experimentally determine the value of universal gas constant? Dear friends, remember, universal gas constant was first invented by Henry Cavendish. Therefore, option A is absolutely correct. Look at the 14th problem asked in 2018 for RRB exam like this. The value of G is, here G is the universal gravitational constant. Capital G be the universal gravitational constant. Dear friends, remember, universal gravitational constant equal to 6.673 into 10 raised to minus 11 unit is Newton meter square per kg square. That is the answer. Can also be written as 6.673 into 10 raised to minus 11 Newton meter square into kg power minus 2. Therefore, option B is absolutely correct. Option B is absolutely correct. Let us move to the next problem. Look at the 15th problem was asked in 2017 for SSC exam like this. At which of the following place weight of an object is maximum? Everyone knows it. At poles the weight of the object is maximum. Therefore option A is absolutely correct. Let us move to the next problem. Look at the 16th problem asked in 2013 for CDS exam like this. Satellite having the same orbital period as the period of rotation of the earth about its own axis is known as geostationary satellite. This problem is very important problem. Once again, the satellite having the same orbital period as the period of rotation of the earth about its own axis is known as geostationary satellite. Therefore option C is absolutely correct. Let us move to the next problem. Look at the 17th problem asked in 2018 for CDS. The pressure of a fluid varies with a depth h as P equal to P naught plus rho gh, where rho is the fluid density. This expression is associated with Pascal's law. According to Pascal's law, the pressure of the material remains constant or pressure of the fluid remains constant in all directions as long as it is at rest position. Anyhow, option A is correct. Let us move to the next problem. Look at the 18th problem was asked in 2018 for CDS like this. Which one of the following is the value of 1 nanometer? Dear friends, remember 1 nanometer equal to 10 power minus 9 meter. Minus 9 meter. But what is the relation between the meter and centimeter? 1 meter equal to 100 centimeter. All options are given in terms of centimeters. Let me write in terms of centimeters. 10 power minus 9 into 100 to write in centimeters. It is equal to 10 power minus 7 centimeters. So 1 nanometer is equal to 10 power minus 7 centimeters. Look at the option A. Option A is absolutely correct. Let us move to the next problem. Look at the 19th problem asked in 2019 for SSC exam like this. Once a satellite has been launched into orbit, the only force governing its motion is the force of gravity. Once the satellite is placed in the orbit, the gravitational force is governing the motion of the satellite. Therefore, option A is absolutely correct. Let us take the last problem. Look at the last problem asked in 2015 for BSSC like this. At which of the following locations the value of G is the largest? Option A, on the top of Mount Everest. Option B, on top of Qutub Minar. Option C, at a place on equator. Option D, a campsite in Antarctica. Definitely at the campsite in Antarctica you will find the maximum value of G. Therefore, option D is absolutely correct. I hope all of you clearly understood. With this problem, my dear friends, I am concluding this video. In the next video, we will discuss some more problems which were already given in different competitive exams. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe our channel called GeoByte. Have a great day.
GeoByte.